So you have this big open space, a big living area, and a nice kitchenette. This is not your living, dining, and kitchen. This is just your kitchenette on the top floor, and I think it's exciting that you get the opportunity to have this house. Welcome to another Presello house tour, and this time we'll be going around a brand new house and lot here in Paranaque. So here on the rightmost side, you have a small gate leading to the side of the house. But basically, you don't have a gate for the actual facade. Yung pinaka main gate wala. So side gate lang sa right side, and another here on the left where the carport is. Now your carport can fit 2 to 3 vehicles depending on how you slot it and depending on your vehicles. Kasi kung smaller cars naman, maybe 4 might fit. You have some storage down here. No, wala pang ano, pero it's storage down there. And then, is this also storage? You know what? It is openable. I just can't open it right now. So this part is actually higher ceiling than that portion. And then you have a small gate over here that again leads to the side of the house as well as their service area. And there's a small set of stairs up here leading to the driver quarters right on top of your carport. But we can probably get a better view of that later. Eh, kung muna pumasok dyan, dahil muna tayo sa main entrance. So here you have a few steps up and you have a bit of a porch in here. So not something that I often see. I love it. So kung may mga bisita kayo, naghihintay silang pumasok, they can hang out here because this is covered. And there is also a window here that lets you see into the interior. Unless, of course, may ano kayo, curtains. Okay, so your main entrance here, you have a solid wooden door with a solid wooden handle. Love that. Then when you go in, you have open space, essentially. Okay, so again, you have windows at the front, and then you have windows here on the side. This is basically fixed, but this part is an awning. So when you open this, tsaka nandito, and as you might have noticed, ang daming awning windows sa taas, diba? Apat yan. So there's gonna be cross ventilation. Now speaking of cross, so this is your living area, right? As dictated by your cove lighting. But across the hall, you have bedroom number 1. So you have this huge room with high ceiling, you have cove lighting, pin lights, more cove lighting, and natural lighting coming in from the window on this side of the room. Now this is just the room, there's no ensuite, but right next to that, you have your guest accessible toilet and bath with your enclosed shower space, toilet, and sink. Now this one is clearly under the stairs. Kasi medyo ano yung ano, diba, yung ceiling. And you don't see the main stairs from the entrance, but you will see it once you reach this side. And so medyo tago yung main stairs. So some people love that. And if you're one of those people, comment down below. Or if you have a varying opinion, still let us know in the comments below. Okay, so let's go back in here. And now to the next section, even if it's an open space, your ceiling kind of dictates that it's a different area. This is your dining area. So your table is gonna go here. The ceiling is square, but you can, bala ka na kung anong klaseng dining table gusto mong lagay, but you can probably fit a 6 to 8 seater here, most likely. These windows are fixed. Awning yung taas, pero ito sliding glass doors. So when you go out here, you have a lanai, as well as access to the garden and the side gate that goes back out in the front. And then back here, you have one step down for your backyard, which basically, again, is a garden, essentially. And going back in here, you have your kitchen. You have a bar for this one. So you have a bar on this side. And then sa kabilang side, continuous, ano na siya, U-shaped kitchen. Excuse me. Sige, dito man. So you have your U-shaped kitchen. Underneath, you have lots of cupboard storage. And then above, you still have a lot of overhead cabinets, both open and closed. All of them are basically gray laminates. Malibing buksan ko yun. Not sponsored. And then you have your built-in stove, oven. Your hood is over here, very sleek. And then on this side, you have your sink with your faucet. And may kasama na siyang pagsabon. And then you have a huge window over here right in front of your sink. On this side, in case you're wondering saan pupunta yung ref, dito. So everything is storage, and then you have your refrigerator over here, and then your built-in microwave. Then over here, you have your door that leads to the service area. So this is, right in front of the window, you have a built-in counter with a sink. So pwede na tong daily kitchen nyo. Or dirty kitchen, but it's so clean right now. And then over here you have storage areas as well as provision for your washing machine. Actually, dapat dito yun. If I'm not mistaken. It started raining. And then here you have a staff toilet and bath, and then those are the set of stairs leading up to one of the staff quarters that I mentioned earlier. That one goes on top of the carport. So let's go back inside. Oh, by the way, puro abang pa lang yung mga main lighting. So I suppose that's something that you might want to choose or will have to choose. Which I actually like. Kasi minsan, di ba, hindi natin gusto yung, or rather, meron tayong design idea na gusto natin masunod sana. So it's nicer na abang lang yan para kayo na yung makapili. Okay, so now let's head up the second floor. But before that, make sure you hit like, click subscribe, and click on the bell to get notified for whenever we release new YouTube videos. We're on Facebook, so make sure you hit like and see first, and follow us on Instagram at Presello_official. If you want to see more of our listings here in Paranaque, make sure you let us know, send us a message, or go to our website at www.presello.com. Invest in your future. Invest with us. Invest with Presello. So going up the stairs, I noticed that there is this strip of like matte black paint. Actually, nakalubog yan, and it's metal. This is probably an I-beam, or in this case, 3 I-beams. Thank you. That they decided to use as like a decorative piece for this area. So pwede mo siyang patungan. In this case, yan, meron din siya LED. So sa gabi, medyo mas dramatic. And also, you have 3 window panes over here, but these are fixed. So talagang for natural light lang siya. And then here on the second floor, ooh, that is so pretty. I like this lighting fixtures that they chose. Okay. So here on the second floor, we have this open area as well as access to several doors. So ito muna yung tignan. Okay lang ba? ito muna yung tignan natin. So here we have bedroom number 2. Okay, so this one is a proper bedroom with the built-ins. Yung sa baba kasi, it's more of an office. Or, yeah, it's more of an office. Pero in case gusto nyo ng room sa ground floor, nandun yan. Okay, so you have this much space in this room. It's basically a square room. These again are fixed, and the ones on this higher ledges, you can open them. And then you have your built-in over here. You have a study in the middle, study or vanity, it's up to you, and then storage on either side, and then a shelf up top. Your headboard is going to go right here. So actually, yun, pwede nyo lagay yung TV. Again, it's up to you. And then here you have an ensuite toilet and bath with an enclosed shower space with a ledge. Your toilet, and then your sink on this side, and lots of counter space. And then you also have a medicine cabinet behind the glass. Across this room, you have bedroom number 2. Three, sorry. Actually, you know what? Let's just say this is bedroom number 2. Tapos yung nasa ground floor is a den or office. Let's go with that. Para hindi nakalito. Just to differentiate na yun, walang built-in since ito meron. So, bedroom number 2. Okay, again, square room. Lots of natural light coming in from the windows. Pero iba yung windows niya, ha? So these are fixed, and then these 4 are awning windows. Then when you open those, in theory, because of cross ventilation, dadaan lang yung hangin. Okay, so you have your built-in wardrobe over here. Half of it is basically closed storage, and then the other half is a desk and shelf up top. And here you have your ensuite toilet and bath, which, you know, for the most part, is the same as the other one that we saw earlier. So enclosed shower space, toilet, sink, lots of counter space. This is a button. It is! And that one triggers the underlighting. Sorry, wait lang. Okay, iba yung... it's touch lang. Okay. Ano hindi lumulubog eh. Okay, so here you have the family area. So it's an open area in between all of the bedrooms. That way people can just hang out here and actually see each other even if they have their own rooms. Because as you can tell, maraming kwarto tong bahay na to. All of the outlets are here, including all of that abang. So clearly your TV is meant to go here. So not just your TV, but your gaming consoles, your telephone, if you still want to use a telephone, etc. So they all go here, and then your couch goes on that side. I will assume that's a bigger room than this, so... Oh! I spoiled myself. I'm so sorry. Naunahan pa si John. Sorry. So this is bedroom number 3, also known as the primary bedroom. So this is a much bigger room, and this is at the front of the property. One set of your windows will actually be the facade. And again, same type of windows, fixed awning, pero ito fixed awning and awning. By the way, meron ng yung mga, lahat ng awning windows meron ng screen. Oops, sorry. I mean, nakaharang. And then on this side, you have your built-in entertainment. So a bunch of open shelving, closed storage here, and then a vanity or a desk on this side. Pero ito, essentially for your TV. And then right next to that, you have a walk-in closet as well as toilet and bath. Okay, so lots of closed storage. This is, there you go, push open door for your, wala pa yung rods. Excuse me, so either it's customizable or, but this one already has rods, so it's up to you what you want to store there. But this is perfect for longer clothes, shorter clothes, and then you have your drawers over here for the folded ones, and then jackets probably. And then on this side, you have your vanity. Big mirror, and then this is where your chair goes, and then you have some storage on the right side. And then here is the actual toilet and bath. So you have his and her sinks, again, medicine cabinets up here, toilet on the left side, and then a shower, enclosed shower space on the right side. Galing, no? Parang, it is integrated. Magkasama na yung toilet and bath, tsaka yung walk-in closet. Pero hindi, I don't know, there's something about this space makes it feel like, fluid yung transition mo from one. Siguro kasi there's no termination or anything. Like, the flooring is seamless. There is a doorway, but then kita mo na rin siya agad. So, like, it's just one big space. But it doesn't feel like... Hindi ko ma-explain eh. Basta when you get here, when you see it for yourself, parang, oh, wow. Good. Now, this area is still a continuation of the walk-in closet. Pero it does feel very different. Not just because there's a solid wall in between it, but because the floor is different. So this is a very dry area. Okay, so this is where your bags go, your shoes, perhaps the clothes that outerwear, most likely. And then you have your drawers over here. Okay, so maybe that's what that's for. So when you get out of the shower, diretso bihis, diba? And since the floor is still tiled, so yun yung mas practical way of dressing up. And then for the accessories, dito na sa part na to. By the way, between here and the other room, there are sliding doors. And what's curious is there's 2 sets. So dalawa yung sliding doors. Okay, so let's go back out. The second floor landing And let's head up the third. Okay, so now up here we still have that I-beam. If it's a little different noise-wise, lumakas kasi yung ulan, so that's what you're hearing. Anyway, the difference between this floor and maybe the other floors, kasi di ba usually yung fixed windows nasa baba na panel and then nasa taas yung awning, ito baliktad na. So nasa taas na yung fixed, ito yung nabubuksan and ito nabubuksan na. Okay, so third floor. This looks like a very nice floor, by the way. Immediately you're greeted by a wooden fluted panels. Oh, and it's a huge open area. Now this is an entertainment area. It's not an entertainment room, it's not a theater room, it's an entertainment floor. Ang ganda ng ceiling. Simple lang siya. So it follows the shape of your roof line. So, nakaganon siya. You have a gorgeous view of your neighborhood. Right now, again, it's raining really hard, but it's such a nice view. All of these windows you can open up to let in all of that breeze in. I mean, if we opened it right now, it's just gonna let in. Well, it won't actually let in the rain, in fairness. Kasi, like these windows, for example, awning siya, diba? That means it opens this way, right? It opens out that way. So, hindi naman papasok yung tubig. And, yung eaves niya, it's enough space between the window and the edge of the roof that the rain's not gonna come in. So, actually, we could open these, pero yun na, kami lang naman yun nandito. But yeah, you have a lot of space to work with here. You have several outlets over here, so that might indicate that that's where you might want to put your TV, etc., projector, what have you, because that is a bigger white wall space as well as this one. But yeah, you have different sections, and then over here you have a kitchen. I would have wanted to say kitchenette. I mean, you can. It still qualifies as a kitchenette kasi sink lang naman yung meron. But still. So you have space over here for a chiller if you wanted one. You have an island counter essentially with storage and chiller space, and then on this side L-shaped counter with, again, lots of closed storage, hydraulic pa. And again, your sink. And you have this really cute LED light. I feel like, yeah, I think these are adjustable. Ngayon lang ako nakakita ng ganito. They are directional lights. You can move them around and you can also literally place them around. Pero as is, ganda naman yung placement. Right next to your kitchen, we have your common toilet bath. So you have your sink, and again, you have a medicine cabinet above that. You have your toilet, and then you have your enclosed shower space. Pero wala pa yung shower. Then you have a ledge here, and again, a window that you can open up. And then here, we have two more doors. Let's check this one out. This, oh, actually this can be an office also. Office or a study, entertainment. Again, it's up to you. It still follows the shape of the roof line, so sloped yung ceiling design nito. You have lots of natural light coming in from the several windows, and this is essentially an L-shaped room. You have a lot of outlets here. So if you were to turn this into a bedroom, hindi problema since the bathroom is right next to this room anyways. But if you wanted to turn it into something else, pwede rin naman. And in front of this, we have the final room, and it is essentially another room. Like it could be a guest bedroom, it could be a theater room. Again, it's up to you, but the configuration is it's more squarish. Again, you have that sloped ceiling design and lots of windows. Ito lang yung blank wall though. So if you were to put a projector here, if you wanted to make it into a more intimate theater, pwede. Or a gym, why not? You have a lot of rooms, you can do whatever you want with them. Okay, so that has been a lot of space that we went around. And all very practical still, kahit na sobrang dami ng rooms. Okay, so that being said, I'm gonna do a recap, but first make sure you watch these really nice B-rolls. So you have 280 square meters of lot area and then 488 square meters of floor area split between 3 levels. 5 bedrooms, 5 toilet and baths, and a 2 to 3 vehicle carport. Now again, you have a room here on the ground floor. Technically it's a den, like an office that, you can use as an office, especially because it's very easily guest accessible. But if you needed a room on the ground floor, pwede rin naman because it's right next to the full toilet and bath. That is also guest accessible here on this floor. This third floor naman, you have a full entertainment area. And those 2 rooms, if you didn't need them as bedrooms, you could turn them into something else, like a gym or what have you. And then here on the ground floor, you also have that open space planning for your kitchen, dining, and your living area. And yeah, the unusual thing is you have a porch out in front, which is, again, a very Western type of design, but I think it's very nice. It works in this setting. You are inside an exclusive subdivision, so it is safe. And speaking of which, you don't have a front or a perimeter gate or wall at the very facade, but you have them at the sides. Okay, so if you want to see this for yourself, again, this is in Paranaque, make sure you let us know, send us a message, or go to our website at www.presello.com. Invest in your future. Invest with us. Invest with Presello. See more house tours, make sure you click here. And if you want to see more of our build your owns or BYOs, click here. And if you want to see more of our other content, click right here. Also, if you haven't subscribed, okay?